guys doing? Welcome to my channel once again. I want to say thank you very much for coming back to my channel and to watch my videos. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. Guys, today I want us to talk about overcoming a life rejection. I want us to talk about how to overcome a life rejection. So that's what I want us to discuss about. I want us to talk about life rejection, being rejected by your parents, being rejection by society, by schools, by your churches, by, your jobs. Any rejection is a rejection. Being rejected or overcoming a life rejection. That's what I want us to talk about today. So guys, I've just wrote something down. Let's read. Let's read. So many people are struggling psychologically and emotionally or mentally, socially, really struggling with rejection. Rejection is a seed of growth, potentially. Rejection is a seed of growth, potentially. Rejection starts with a feeling of offense or abandonment. A person feels like they have been handled unfairly, or they have not been preferred than the other. That's rejection. That's what rejection means. One person feel like they haven't been preferred than another, or they have been there is abandonment issues. So that is kind of that is rejection. It's not kind of, that's rejection. Yeah. One sibling feels like mom or dad love you more than them. One sibling, your sisters or brothers, one of them sometimes may feel like your mothers or your mothers and your fathers they love you more than them, So in that way, that sibling feels abandoned or feels rejection. And so the seed of rejection planted of the heart of that sibling. And the seed have growth potential. A seed must start like, but once, a seed might start like that. But once it's planted, if it's sufficiently planted, planted, it grows into something. It grows into something only God knows. If it's well planted, it can be it can be seed. The seed is planted. About rejection, but if it's really watered, when it's watered very good and efficiently planted, it can grow into something that only God knows that. So if you allow this seed of rejection planted in our heart, we have to also step out of our emotions at that moment and remind yourself that this is remind of yourself that this is the feeling you are feeling right now has the potential to grow into something beyond anything that you can imagine. So you have to step it. If it's planted in our heart, we have to sometimes step back, step back from our emotions and really know, or let me just and really remind ourselves, or you remind yourself, that the thing that you are feeling right now has the potential to grow into something beyond anything that you can imagine. What is wrong with me today? Can't even get my words out. Yeah. So listen to the Bible. Listen to what God said. Listen into the Bible. Yeah, of course, Bible is God said. No. Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's listen. Let's listen to what the Bible says. Hebrews 12:14-15. It said, "Follow peace with all men, looking indulgently, and let any man feel the grace of God. Let any root of bitterness springing up and trouble you. Any root of bitterness," it said, "springing up to trouble you and defile you." A root is a result of a seed. What rejection does is it plants in our hearts and it creates root of bitterness that's springing up in our lives in most opportune times. So a root of a result, a root is a result of a seed. What rejection does is it plants in our heart and it creates root of bitterness that's springing up in our lives in the most opportune times to rob us, to defile the best version of our lives, to defile the best version in our lives. How many people cannot really embrace the healthy relationship now because we are struggling with rejection from the past? There are many people, or there are people I really try to love. I really do. I really tried. There are some people I really try to love. I try to embrace, but they are struggling with so much stuff from their past. They were struggling with so much things or so much stuff from their past. And they are struggling trying to get over the rejection or their past rejection. It's a lot of work, and sometimes it becomes impossible because that root of bitterness springing up and defile anything. People actually comes in your life and they mean to do you well, or they mean you well. They want to do good by you or for you and do good by you. But because you haven't forgotten or you haven't gotten over the spirit of rejection, you don't even know how to receive those things. You don't even know how to receive them. You don't know how to receive all this goodness they are showing you, all this care they are showing, all the support they are showing you, because you've been so defiled and you haven't really get over the rejection that you have. When people come in your life that they want to do you good or they want to do good by you, you don't even know how to receive this. It's too much for you. You know, which is, I don't know. I cannot say if it's normal. Okay. You make it very hard for people to love you. And that is what that's what a lot of women goes through. If they have been abused by men or been deceived by men, and God send you a real man, a righteous man, who will love you and protect you and provide for you and to support your cases for you, because of what you have been through, you don't even know how to receive those love or those care or those support. You don't know how to receive that because it's too much for you. You don't know how to receive that. It's because you have not processed the former rejection. It's because you have not processed the former rejection. And now it's what? Springing up and troubling you, defiling you, or defiling anything that God has brought or that God has sent in your life, into your life, or in your life. Yeah, it's the same. You have to get past it, my sister or my brother. You have to get past this rejection. You can't continue to sweep under the rocks. You must get past this. You have to get past that. Rejection has a voice. Most of the time, rejection has a silent voice. What is it that is speak into your ears or speak into your heads? In every scenario, it speak into your heart, your ears. Most of the time, rejection have a silent voice that speaks into your ears or into your heads. Rejection said they don't like you. Rejection said they don't accept you. Rejection said they don't honor you. They don't view you as wealthy or valuable. That's what the rejection whisper to your ears or say it in your head. They don't honor you. They don't respect you. They don't really like you. They don't accept you. They don't really see you wealthy or valuable person. That's what the rejection is really talking in your head most of the time. It speaks into your head quietly. It speaks into your head quietly, especially in the social settings. What it does is it creates a strange kind of energy within you that people around you who want to connect with you feel the strange energy. The people around you who really want to connect with you, they feel that strange energy. What are you doing is you are repairing people and blaming them for working out on you, or blaming them for working out of your life or out on you. The rejection that we have not processed, repelling people. It's repelling people. And then you push people away, or you push them away and say, they left me. They abandoned me. They walk away from my life, or they walk away from me. The reality is that the spirit of rejection you have not dealt with properly. It's pushing good people out of your life. Because rejection has a voice. It's always talking into you. You're always analyzing every people. You're always analyzing everything people do or say. Because that voice always talking to you. Yeah, because that voice always talking to you, or always analyzing what people are saying or what people are doing. Always analyzing in your ears. It's all in your ears. All is happening in your ears. The voice of rejection starts off with a full analysis. The voice of rejection starts off a full analysis of how people are responding to you. It goes to how they look at you. It goes on how they look at you, how they speak to you or how they didn't speak to you, how they spoke to you or how they didn't speak to you. When you have a spirit of rejection, a person can look into your direction in a corner on a crowd and look away, and you say, oh, they are ignoring me. Oh my God, they are ignoring me. He saw me or she saw me, but they are trying to ignore me. Hey, did you see that? They saw me and they're trying to remove their ears. They are trying to ignore me. But no, my dear. There's like 1,000 people in there or out there. They cannot be possibly ignoring you. I mean, maybe they were looking in the corner of a crowd and you think that they are looking in your corner and they look away. So because you have all this, all these issues about rejection, you are thinking that person saw you and they didn't even want to, or they are ignoring. They don't want to look at you. They just trying to ignore you, that they didn't saw you. It's 1,000 people out there in the crowd. Maybe those people haven't even, their eye haven't even caught you or something, or they haven't even seen you. But in your mind, they are trying to ignore you. They are trying to reject you. So it starts with a full analysis. With a full analysis. It never takes into account that what you are bringing into that particular setting. It never reminds you that you came in there being so negative, scowling your giant face. You don't even speak to anybody. But yet, it tells you, why are they not speaking to you? But yet, all of this that you are doing your face, really scowling your giant, your face, squeezing your face into the people, even you haven't even talked to nobody. But yet, the rejection, what it reminds you, it didn't really take into account about what you bring into the table or what you bring into that setting or that particular place. But what it takes, it reminds you that why people are not talking to me. But you forget, or the rejection didn't really reminds you that what you are also bringing into that setting or that particular place, by you frowning your face or really scowling your jaw in your face, and you don't even talk to people. But yet you just say, why nobody's talking to me? Oh yeah, that is very simple. Yeah. It never shows you that you are instigator of the energy that you feel. It never shows you that you are the instigator of the energy that you feel. It started with you. The voice of rejection. Secondly, the level of how you internally discuss. Focusing on how you are being victimized by the person or by that group. By a person or the person or by that group. So it goes from how they look at you, how they speak to you or how they didn't speak to you, how they spoke to you or how they didn't speak to you, to, see, I'm a victim. This is why I don't like to go anywhere. And then you say, see, I'm a victim. They always treat me like this. They always do me like this. People always do me this, like this. I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. This is why I don't like to go anywhere. This is why I don't like to deal with people. Because people always do me like this. That is a voice of rejection. Speaking in your head. The third level of rejection is focusing on how negative, inadequate you must appear to others. The third level of rejection is how you focusing on negative, inadequate you must look. Of how focusing on negative and inadequate you must appear to people or to others. It goes from how they look at you, how they are not talking to you, or how they didn't spoke to you or they speak to you. It goes from all that, and then it goes to and then to you being I'm a victimized, to I'm being victimized. Once the voice makes you angry with your environment. When it causes you to devalue and diminish your self-perspective by saying to you, you must look like a fool. That is all about, the voice of rejection, the silent voice of rejection, whispering in your ears or really talking in your head, saying that, you must really look like a fool to these people, or you must appear to be extremely inadequate to these people. Or unwealthy to these people. Why are you here? You start to go in your head, and all of this is telling you, why are you here? You don't even fit in here. Or you don't even, you don't know how to fit in this. This is the voice of rejection. And all of this takes internally. All of this takes place internally. Within a person or within the person. A lot of this happens in the person, and it goes on. And all the people around you have no clue what's going on. They don't know what is happening, have no clue, or they don't. All they know is somehow you went from 0 to 100 in 60 seconds, and they don't even know how. They like, they're like, okay. They don't even know how. They're like, okay, what really happened here? Because all of this is going on inside of you. And the spirit of rejection are burning bridges, or is burning bridges, destroying relationships that are needful to you or for you. You will be amazed how many people are destroying or have destroyed relationships that they needed, that God have ordained because that God have ordained for them, because they were not whole or healthy to embrace these people. The spirit of rejection rose their consciousness or their subconsciousness. Guys, I don't know what is happening. Seems like my voice is not coming. Oh my God. Yeah. Or their subconsciousness. You'll be amazed of how many people have destroyed a wonderful relationship. Once a person perceives, and perception is not always a reality, but for an individual, it's a reality for them. Perception is not always, once a person perceives, but perception is not always a reality, but is the individual reality, but it's individual reality. Once a person perceives that they are being rejected, it becomes very real to them. It becomes very real to them. Very real to them. Even if it's mistakenly conclusion. If it's a mistakable conclusion, it becomes real to them. Because a person's perspective is what? Their reality. It's hard to trust, exactly. Even when people who have bent over for you to prove that they are trustworthy, it's hard to trust. You don't trust them. Because of what? Yeah. It is not nothing. It got nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you and your self-work you need to do as an individual. Relative of dealing with the spirit of rejection. We have responsibility, my people. We have responsibility to do, or we have responsibility to live with people, our families, our neighborhood, our lives, our workplace, our churches, our society at large. I mean, in a fashion that we destroy the perception of rejection. In a fashion that we destroy the perception of rejection. When we treat everybody that mattered, when we treat everybody that they mattered and they adore as important, we will never truly be guilty of planting a seed of rejection in them. First about the rejection individual. First about the rejection individual. Number one, if you are writing, something dies in them. People that have been truly rejected, something dies in them. Their self-esteem dies. Their optimism dies. Their faith in humanity dies. Somebody that says it's hard to trust. Yeah. And often the ability to feel compassion dies. Because when a person feels so rejection, becomes bitter. They become very bitter. That they take on a victim mentality. They can't see anybody issues. It's all about them. Number two, they don't share their heart easily. They don't share their heart easily. People who have been rejected have all of this stuff in their head or their mind. At the same time, simultaneously, they don't share their heart easily. They need to share their heart, but they don't do it. Because of what? Trusting. So they internalize their feelings or everything. Number three, the main goal in life to be accepted. Their main goal in life is to be accepted. What I have come to learn in terms of dealing with people is that quite often the most problematic or the most aggressive people, are the ones who are longing for approval. So rather than feeding into that drama, I rather give them the opposite. Rejection people want to be accepted by the kind of people who has been rejected by them. Rejection people want to be accepted by the kind of people who has been rejected by them. And that's deep right there. Very deep. It's kind of play into when a people kind of falling into the same relationship or the same kind of toxic relationship. You go from a toxic relationship into another toxic relationship. Why? Because rejected people want to be accepted by the kind of people who rejected them. Deep. That's very deep. It's called the approval trap. That's what at least I call it. The approval trap. So how to overcome rejection or overcoming rejection? Most people feel rejection looking into men to cure or heal their hurts. Most people that feels rejection are always looking to men or mankind to really cure or to heal their head or their heart. But only God can do that. It's only God can do that. You don't need men. You got to go back to your manufacturer. You need to go back to your creator, your maker, to make you heal, or to heal your soul, or to heal your heart. And to me, that is God. I don't know about what you trust, your religion, or I don't know about who you are put your trust, or who you think that who created you. But to me, it's God. So the only thing, my people, today I came to talk about rejection. Rejection can be anywhere. It can be in our jobs. It can be in our society, our environment where we live. It can be in our relationships. It can be our churches. It can be our jobs. It can be our family. It can be anywhere. You know. So today I came here to talk about how to deal with a life rejection. It can even be in our family, our parents. It can be like that. But guys, when you feel rejected, when you feel broken, when you feel hurt, you don't need a lot of people. We just tend to go back to mankind or tend to men to heal or to cure our soul, or to cure our head, or to heal our head. You don't need that. People cannot do that for you. It's only God that can do that. So today I came here to tell you, please, when you feel broken, my sister, when you feel broken, when you feel hurt, when you feel that you have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn into, please go back to your manufacturer, go back to your creator, go back to the person who created you. You need to turn into him. Just go to me and just say, Papa, I've been broken. Papa, I don't know what to do with my life right now. Papa, I don't know what is going on. I'm broken. Papa, please heal my soul. You don't need to go back to any man to heal you, or to really to cure your heart, or to cure your heart. You don't need a man cannot do that for you. You need to turn your heart, or you need to tell your eyes to call your God, call Jesus, call your God, man. Turn back to this big creature and just say, you know what, Papa, your baby, your girl, I'm broken, I'm hurt. I don't know what to do in my life. Papa, heal me. Papa, I need you right now. Papa, I need you to really heal my soul. I need some peace in my heart and my soul, my mind. Go back to your creator, go back to your maker, go back to your manufacturer, the person who manufactured you. That's the only person who can really heal you, who can really fix you back again to who you were, or even better. I know so many people are really dealing with rejection. It doesn't matter what kind of rejection. There is rejection going on everywhere, and society promote that. That's rejection. And most of the time, it also goes with abandonment issues. And then it lowers our esteem. Our self-esteem, our self-confidence, or self-esteem is the same. But my dear, if you feel broken, if you feel down, if you think that, something have gone from you and you need to step back again, please turn back to your God. He's the only one who can fix you back. He's the only one who can heal your heart. Trust and believe me. I know what I'm talking about. So my people, I came here to talk about rejection, and please, don't you ever go to people. People cannot heal you. Don't you ever put your trust in people and just say, you know what, let me go. It's good to talk to people, but for me, it's better for you to go to professional. Because some people can be good, by talking to you, for you really to feel a little bit okay. But if you fall into the wrong hands, oh my God, like what Samson, was it Samson in the Bible? Yeah, it was Samson to Delilah. Because sometimes when we are so broken, when we are so, we fall into the wrong people. We just talk to anybody that you just meet. You just start to talk to them because you are so frustrated. If I were you, and if you can afford it, if you have the money, if you don't have any person who is very deep, really intellectual to really talk with you, please, I would advise you to go to professional. Go to, take a therapist. Go and talk to. They are professional. They know how to go with you. And most of the time, it's about the basic, where it started from. They're going to really break you one by one to really fix you right. If you can afford it, of course. But if you cannot, if you find a wise person who live around you, go to them and talk to them. Anyway, a wise, that's what I said, wise person. I didn't say grown person, wise person. Because a lot of grown people are fucked up also. A lot of grown people are also fucked up. Sometimes the younger ones are even wiser than some of them. Huh? Especially European, most of them are catastrophe. My dear. Please, if you have money, go to professional. Go take a therapist to talk to. If you can, if you don't have the money and you have no wise person around you, please go back to your creator. Go back to your God, your maker. Talk to him, cry to him, call your man, go call your papa. He's gonna come, he's gonna heal you. Talk to him, tell him that's where you are now. You are broken. Just talk to him like you are talking to a friend. Sometimes that's all you need, but sometimes we make it very hard for us to talk to God. God is like your papa. Talk to him. Every time you come home, you just say, hello, papa, I'm home. How are you doing? Today I went to work, that and that. Talk to him like you're talking to somebody. That's what I do. Today, papa, that is what and that happened. Do you think it's right? Do you think it's fair? Talk to your papa instead of talking to man, talking to person. I love you guys, people. And please share this video. Share to anybody, because people are being broken. People are being rejected left and right. And they are being broken. Sometimes they don't even know who to talk to. Please share this video so they can also have 1 or 2 tips what to do. And when they are listening to me, they can have they can feel a bit okay. So anytime you are watching my video, please share this video so people can also learn from this channel. I love you guys, and please share the video to your friends so they can also subscribe to this channel. I need more subscribers and more viewers. I love you guys, and take care of yourself. Kisses. Peace.